The Unapologetic Revolution. Why choosing you is the most radical act of all. Welcome to Soft Girl Era, the sacred space where strong Black women unlearn survival, rediscover softness, and reclaim the joy, rest, and freedom they deserve without guilt, without apology, and without explanation. I'm your host, LeAnne Dolce, pronounced Dolce, like sweet softness whispered in French. And I'm your guide from burnout to boundaries, from doing to being, from strong to soft, and loving every second of it. Today, I want to share something powerful with you, something that came from a conversation that shook me to my core. I had the privilege of interviewing Rosezenia Cummings, a woman who is rewriting the rules on self prioritization and making the world a better place by showing Black women that choosing themselves isn't selfish, it's survival. Rosenia is a force, a disruptor, a woman who refused to dim her light for anyone. And her message is one that every high achieving Black woman needs to hear. She's been scrutinized and judged her whole life, yet she stands tall, uncompromising, unapologetic, and fully committed to her own peace and power. She's transforming lives by giving Black women permission to prioritize themselves without explanation. This episode is built on the insights she shared with me, and I'm here to translate that fire into action for you. Let me ask you something. How many times have you been called selfish for choosing yourself? How many times have family members, friends, colleagues, even strangers labeled you as difficult, cold, or that word we all know too well, just because you dared to prioritize your own peace, your own dreams, your own life? If you're nodding right now, if you're feeling that familiar sting, then this message is for you. Rosenia said something that stopped me in my tracks. She said, people, family, friends, they think I'm selfish. So F them. I choose me and will continue to do so. That's not bitterness. That's not anger. That's clarity. That's a woman who has been scrutinized and judged her whole life. And she's done compromising who she is to make others comfortable. And you know what? She's absolutely right. For too long, Black women have been told that self prioritization equals selfishness. We've been conditioned to believe that our worth is measured by how much we give, how much we sacrifice, how much we endure. We've been taught that putting ourselves first makes us bad mothers, bad daughters, bad friends, bad employees. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. That belief is a lie designed to keep us small, exhausted, and compliant. It's a narrative designed to extract our labor, our emotional bandwidth, our brilliance, while leaving us empty, depleted, and resentful. Rosenia's argument hits hard. After a lifetime of judgment, success means drawing a hard line. No more dimming your light to soothe others' feelings. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's survival and sovereignty, especially for Black women who've given endlessly without reciprocity. We've been the backbone of families, the glue of communities, the silent warriors holding everything together while our own souls crumbled. And for what? So people can call us selfish the moment we say no? So we can be guilted into staying small, staying silent, staying stuck? Let me give you three key lessons from Rosenia's unapologetic stance. Three truths that will change your life if you let them. First, reclaim your energy. Stop accommodating judgments. Your success demands you choose you first every time. Every yes you give to someone else's agenda is a no to your own dreams. Every moment you spend soothing someone else's discomfort is a moment stolen from your own peace. Audit your yeses this week. Look at where your energy is going and ask yourself, is this serving me or draining me? Then redirect that energy to your goals, your rest, your joy. This isn't about being mean or cold. This is about being honest. This is about recognizing that your energy is finite and sacred, and you get to decide where it goes. Second, silence the critics. Family and friends may call it selfish, but their discomfort is their problem, not yours. The people who benefit from your self sacrifice will always resist your self prioritization. That's not about you. That's about them losing access to your unlimited labor, your emotional bandwidth, your constant availability. Let them be uncomfortable. Their feelings are not your responsibility. You are not obligated to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You are not required to shrink so they can feel big. Their discomfort with your growth is a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. Third, build unbreakable boundaries. Lifelong scrutiny forges resilience. Never compromise your authenticity for anyone. Boundaries aren't walls, they're sacred lines that protect your peace. And if people can't respect those lines, they don't deserve access to you, period. Boundaries are how you honor yourself. They're how you communicate to the world that you matter, that your time matters, that your peace matters. And when you build those boundaries with love and firmness, you teach others how to treat you. Now, let me show you what this looks like in action. Let me share three powerful stories of Black women who embodied this choose me ethos. Women who refused to let the world's labels define them. Women who chose themselves unapologetically and changed the world in the process. Let's start with Oprah Winfrey. Oprah built a $1 billion empire while facing constant judgment from family and media for her bold self focus. She grew up in poverty in rural Mississippi, raised by a grandmother who struggled to make ends meet. Her family criticized her ambition, calling it selfish. They didn't understand why she wanted more, why she dreamed bigger, why she refused to settle. The media compounded that scrutiny, questioning her every move as a Black woman in entertainment, an industry that wasn't built for her to succeed. But Oprah ignored the detractors. She invested in personal therapy and vision. She launched her talk show despite naysayers who told her she wasn't pretty enough, wasn't polished enough, wasn't white enough. She transformed into a global icon, learning that self prioritization fuels legacy building. From Mississippi hardship to Chicago breakout, motivated by escaping cycles of judgment through unyielding self belief, Oprah skyrocketed from local host to own network founder, amassing $2.5 billion in net worth in a dramatic rise that silenced critics. She redefined Black female success, inspiring millions to prioritize self amid societal pushback. Oprah didn't just build a career, she built a movement. She showed Black women everywhere that choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's sacred. That's the power of choosing you. Second, Serena Williams. Serena dominated sports while building ventures, defying labels of selfishness from peers and media. Post motherhood, she faced relentless criticism for returning to tennis and business. People called her selfish for not retiring to focus solely on family duties. They questioned her priorities, her choices, her commitment as a mother. But Serena set fierce boundaries. She trained relentlessly. She launched Serena Ventures, choosing career over outdated expectations. She won 23 Grand Slams, grew a $240 million empire, proving self focus amplifies impact. Raised in Compton with Sister Venus, fueled by defying racial and gender biases through raw determination, Serena clinched Wimbledon while pregnant in epic fashion, then funded 80 plus startups, a triumphant roar against doubters. She elevated Black women in sports and business, normalizing unapologetic ambition in communities worldwide. Serena didn't just win trophies, she shattered stereotypes. She showed the world that Black women don't have to choose between career and motherhood, between ambition and family, between success and softness. She proved that you can have it all when you refuse to apologize for wanting it. That's what happens when you refuse to apologize for your greatness. Third, Madam C.J. Walker. Madam Walker created a hair care empire amid racism and family doubts, calling her self driven pursuits selfish. Born Sarah Breedlove in 1867, just 2 years after the end of slavery, she was a widowed mother facing poverty and scalp issues that threatened her livelihood. Her community judged her for prioritizing business over traditional roles. They didn't understand why she was traveling, why she was building, why she refused to stay in her place. But she developed products from personal need, traveled boldly across the country, and mentored other Black women without apology. She became America's first self made female millionaire, empowering thousands of Black women to achieve financial independence. Driven to escape judgment through innovation, she built factories and salons in a whirlwind ascent, crowning her legacy from washerwoman to tycoon. She pioneered Black female economic independence, shifting industry norms on self reliance. Madam Walker didn't just create products, she created possibility. She showed Black women that they could own their own businesses, control their own destinies, and build wealth on their own terms. That's the legacy of a woman who chose herself unapologetically. These women, Oprah, Serena, Madam Walker, they all face the same accusations Rosezenia faces, the same accusations you face. Selfish, cold, difficult, ambitious in a way that made people uncomfortable. But they didn't let those labels stop them. They chose themselves anyway, and the world is better for it. Their legacies prove that when Black women choose themselves, they don't just transform their own lives, they transform entire communities, industries, and generations. Now imagine if more Black professionals adopted this choose me mindset. What would happen? More organizations and individuals thriving, less burnout, bolder innovations, and communities stronger because empowered Black women lift others without self sacrifice. Data from wellness platforms shows self care boundaries boost fulfillment by 40% in women of color. 40%. That's not a small number. That's a revolution waiting to happen. That's a movement waiting to be unleashed. When Black women prioritize themselves, they show up more powerfully in every area of life. They lead with clarity. They create with vision. They love with intention. They rest without guilt. And they inspire others to do the same. But here's the thing, this revolution starts with you. It starts with one decision, one boundary, one unapologetic no. It starts with you auditing your circle today, cutting energy drains, and declaring, I choose me unapologetically. It starts with you recognizing that you are not responsible for everyone else's comfort, everyone else's happiness, everyone else's expectations. You are responsible for your own peace, your own joy, your own life. Rosezenia Cummings is living proof that this works. She's been scrutinized and judged her whole life, and now she refuses to compromise who she is. She's making the world a better place by showing us that self prioritization isn't selfish, it's sacred. It's how we heal, it's how we thrive, it's how we create space for joy, rest, and boundaries. She's giving Black women permission to stop performing, stop proving, stop shrinking. She's showing us that we can be soft and strong, ambitious and restful, successful and whole. So here's what I need you to hear. You are not selfish for choosing yourself. You are not difficult for setting boundaries. You are not cold for protecting your peace. You are wise. You are worthy. You are revolutionary. And the world needs you whole, not depleted. The world needs you rested, not burnt out. The world needs you unapologetic, not apologizing for taking up space. Audit your circle today. Look at the people in your life and ask yourself, are they adding to my peace or stealing from it? Are they supporting my soft girl era or demanding I stay in survival mode? Then make a decision, choose you, not out of anger, not out of bitterness, but out of reverence for the woman you're becoming. Choose you because you deserve rest. Choose you because you deserve joy. Choose you because you deserve softness. Choose you because your peace is priceless. And if people call you selfish, let them. Their discomfort is not your problem. Their judgment is not your burden. You are not responsible for making everyone else comfortable at the expense of your own peace. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to prioritize your own joy without explanation. You are allowed to be soft in a world that taught you survival. This is your soft girl era. This is your sacred pause. This is your time to unlearn survival and rediscover softness. And it starts with choosing you, unapologetically, boldly, and without apology. Rosezenia Cummings showed us the way. Oprah, Serena, Madam Walker, they paved the path. Now it's your turn to walk it. Choose you, protect your peace, build unbreakable boundaries, and watch your life transform. The revolution isn't coming, it's already here. And it starts the moment you decide that your peace matters more than their comfort. The moment you decide that your joy is non negotiable. The moment you decide that you will no longer sacrifice yourself on the altar of everyone else's expectations. So I'm asking you right now, what are you willing to let go of to choose yourself? What boundary are you ready to set? What relationship are you ready to redefine? What version of yourself are you ready to release? Because the woman you're becoming is waiting. She's soft, she's powerful, she's unapologetic, and she's ready. Choose you, sis. Always choose you.